Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, here bringing you another edition of Keeping Modern Janky. This week we're trying out a Boros, Chandra / Super Friends burn deck, where we are trying to ultimate some Planeswalkers ahead of curve via Gideon and Chandra Acolyte of Flame. So Koth of the Hammer is one of those. He's the only one actually that we can ultimate the turn he comes down with both of those cards in play, Gideon and Chandra Acolyte of Flame. But we're okay with that. We really are happy just getting something ahead of schedule. So like Chandra Torch of Defiance comes down with both of those combo pieces in play. She'll come down with 6 loyalty, or we can get up to 6 loyalty without activating her. So we can activate her once by plussing her up to 7. The next turn we can ultimate her. So we get to jump the curve of ultimating our Planeswalkers this way. Alright, so that's percent now. See if it draws out a kill spell, or at least draws us a card. So they're going to Thoughtseize us, but we'll draw into another land. So I assume they'll be taking the Koth. Is this the time for our one of Elegant Parlor to finally shine? Guess we'll find out. Oh, so many lands. We're really flooding out now. We did up the land count to 23. Playing against a black-white deck makes me think we were playing against some form of scam. I don't even know if we want to take a whole turn off here. Alright, we will. Set up our draw. We've been hitting lands, so we have to put that in the graveyard. Next turn, we can start redrawing things. Alright, Knight's Whisper. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Okay, that's good for us because we get to draw a card and they go down to 12. I assume, I can't name that, it's just I'm trying to think of the deck we're up against. I think they have ways to gain life in their main deck though, so that's not good for us. Alright, we got some action finally. Let's play this Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Chandra's good. So we're hitting some action. Go ahead and attack. And then we'll play a fetch land and pass the turn. Alright, so next turn we can, well, we'll see what our opponent gets up to. We're doing pretty good though. We're going to get a turn for Planeswalker down and our opponent's already at 10. But I'm afraid of what they have. They might have main deck life gain. They have 7 cards in hand. Now they're at 8. They have no fear of our burn. So they probably have ways to gain life. If this is a Liliana, I'll be really happy. If your life total is less than your starting life total, the spell costs X less to cast for X is the difference. Yeah, so they have a combo. They want their life total to drop, which is good for us. This is why we play things like Wall of Omens. So now they're down to ostensibly 2 life. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, so we play Chandra. We can plus her up and put them to 6. And then just burn them out on the next turn. They're going to have ley lines though. This one, we'll fetch and go get a mountain. At this point we don't even, a Helix is obviously better than 2 damage, but at 2 damage is where we want to be at. They're now at 6. We have 6 points of burn in hand. We have 2 chump blockers and we're at 19. So I think we're in a good position. Unless they gain a lot of life, I don't think we can lose next turn via their whatever shenanigans they can get up to. They have to gain some amount of life, or Thoughtseize, or burn spells away. Sign in Blood. Love it. No fear, opponent. No fear. So they have like the, what is it, March of something grief, the black spell that they can, now they're just looking. Gonna go to 2, see that they're dead. Or not. So I like the Wall of Omens in this deck more and more because it gives us a blocker to protect our life total or our Planeswalkers, as well as drawing us into action. So we will play land. And get the Chandra kill. That's way more fun than the burn kill, right? Alright, so I assume our opponent's going to go into their have Leyline of Sanctity. So do we want to go all in on our burn plan? It's scary to do that. I think we're going to go take out, so the ones that don't target, right? The good planeswalkers that can win through ley lines are Cough of the Hammer because he makes 4/4 elemental creature tokens. I think it's okay for us to still go into our all burn plan with some caveats. I think we'll leave out the Searing Blazes for now, and we'll cut the Chandras. The Oaths give us blockers. The Acolyte gives us, okay, I think we'll take out the Acolytes and the Oath. Run it like that. See for how much our opponent has to mulligan to find their Leyline of Sanctities. See if we have the Wear Tear and Open in hand. Alright, so we do have... We're going to keep it. They may play Leyline of Sanctity. Okay, they did not. We have the Lava Spikes, which would be dead cards, but we also have two of our better cards. So Oath of Gideon gives us attackers. Cough of the Hammer gives us 4/4 attackers every turn. Both of those are slow compared to what our opponent can get up to, but choose a card name. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal card with that name. Then put that card in your hand. Exile all other cards reveal this way, and you lose 1 life for each card exiled this way. What did they name? I'm confused because... Wow, they really did... Okay, I'm gonna just play Magic and see... Okay, where is the card that they cast? I'm trying to find it. Spoils of the Vault. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card with that name. Then put that card into your hand. Exile all other cards revealed this way, and you lose 1 life for each of the exiled cards. So that is, if I understand that correctly, they rolled the dice in a major way to get that Hex Parasite. They could have just straight up died that turn if they hadn't gotten... Okay. They got pretty lucky. They only took a couple points of damage. It looked like 1 or 2 even. They exiled 1 card. They took 2 points of damage off of that and found a Hex Parasite, which is a good card against us. But they are actively doing our job for us. I mean, they're going to be at 1 now. I think just our strategy, without a Leyline of Sanctity, our strategy is just lines up super well with what our opponent's doing, which is trying to trying to lower the life total to ramp into things. Phyrexian on life, you don't lose the game for having 0 less life. As long as you have 0 less life, all damage is dealt to you as though it is source. Okay, so that's going to keep him alive for a while. We can still kill him to 10, though. I think we have to do 11 points of damage now. They have that Phyrexian, but we have 2 coughs, so I think we're going to be okay. We could go do Oath of Gideon first, but this puts our opponent on a 2-turn clock, effectively 6 and 6. Marsh Flats. Alright, can they win? They have 7 cards in hand. Well, we cobble together 30 points of damage with our burn deck. So Death Shadow is now what? Massive? An 18/18. Okay. They sacrificed the Death Shadow to get what? And then they died. I don't wait, we died. How did we die? Right, so consumption deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to target player. Oh, to player or Planeswalker. You gain life. You go, okay, it's a different card. Alright, sweet combo. So they were able to get an 18/18 Death Shadow and then cast right at consumption to get. That was awesome. That was really cool. Alright, well, let's run it back. Oh man, that was so cool. I really like that. Out of nowhere, the Phyrexian Unlife or whatever. I think if we had our Wear Dare though, that would have been good enough to win the game there. Anyway, that was fun. This is one of the best parts about playing in the free section is you get to play all kinds of fun, janky decks that would not make it in leagues, and so people don't want to waste their money. Bunch of redraws and a little bit of burn. Not really what we want. Gemstone Caverns. But we're going to keep it because we have a bunch of redraws, is what I was going to say. And Esperson, though, has drawn us a bunch of cards with what our opponents are trying to do, so let's hope that happens again. Alright, so opponent cast Night's Whisper, we drew into a land, into a Boros Charm, into a Elegant Parlor, because why wouldn't we draw our Elegant Parlor? Alright, but that's okay. We have 7 points of burn, we know our opponent wants to lower the life total. Hopefully they'll happen in a way that we can sneak out another land. We can sneak out a win before they find their answer or their combo pieces. Another Sign in Bud. Looks like they'll pay for it this time. Now they're going to 12. That's pretty good for us. We're halfway there. More than halfway there. I was going to say we could really use more mana though. But this Ragavan we can dash in. Get in 3, put him to 9. And that's really close to dead. Now if they have their combo though, we're in trouble. We don't have nearly enough burn to get through all of that. They were drawing a Swamp. Boo and Hiss. Could go for a Wall of Omens and hope to draw our last piece of burn, but I think we don't need to do that. So we'll just see what our opponent does. Alright. There's the Phyrexian Unlife. So we'll crack this. So they got their piece online. We'd really like to see a Wear Tear right now. We do need another white source eventually. We'll go ahead and So now we have to do another 14 points of damage. So they found their combo. Sweet combo. I mean, they're trying to ensure they don't die via the Phyrexian Unlife while using their life as like a supercharged resource to pump out big creatures and then throw them at our face. I think I've understood it, your best friend. Hopefully I've gotten it. It's pretty cool. I like it. Another Esper Sentinel. Not necessarily what we're hoping to see. We'll go ahead and redraw with Wall of Omens. Boros Charm. So I think we just probably want to dash in the Ragavan again. They're not dead yet. And by dead, I mean they're not at 0 yet. I guess one reason not to Knight's Whisper, you draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Don't really want that anyway. So I was going to say one reason to hold up mana here is because of the Helix gains us life and might sneak us out if they try to throw something at us. However, their Death Shadows are only at 12, so unless they have like 2 Death Shadows and 2 spells, I don't think they have the mana for that. I don't think we're going to die from 1. 7/7. Casual 7/7. Okay. So much for our attacking. Got in the beats while we could. Now we're up to 10 points of damage, so we could dash in this Elegant Parlor. So if we dash it in, they'll block, they'll go to 0, and then we'll have 3, 4, 7, 10. I mean, that's dead. I just don't think we'll have enough mana. So we need 5 mana total. We have 5 mana total right now. Alright, Elegant Parlor. I hate you. You're getting cut. You've done nothing but aggravate me. Do we want another land? I don't think so. I think we're going to go with this plan, put them to 0, and then if we survive a turn, we have lethal in hand. So this allows it, and this gives us the Lightning Helix. Yep. So we have the Lightning Helix if they try to do some shenanigans. Alright, you can't lose the game this turn, your opponents can't win the game this turn until end of turn damage. That would reduce your life total to less than 1, reduces it to 1 instead. Well, isn't that frustrating? Alright, so they have some more ways to stay alive. They're going to pay the land, pay the mana. Alright, well, we really wanted to get them to 0 there for obvious reasons. Now the question is, do we run out this Esper Sentinel to try to draw some cards and slow them down? Probably. We should have done it before, though, in hindsight, obviously. But we were hoping to get that 1 point of damage in and then hold up the mana to burn them out more efficiently. Either way, we could have anticipated that, I guess. Spoils of the Vault, choose a card name, reveal cards from the top of your library until open them. Alright. I mean, this is a big roll of the dice, right? That would be one reason not to cast the Esper Sentinel. We would have 6 points of burn up, and they might easily go to -6. There's Wall of Omens. So I guess they're digging for their combo to get the Death Shadow and then fling it at us. They're at 29 and they died. Alright, well, are they dead or not? Nope, I guess it's they don't lose the game for having 0 less life, and we have to do the 10 points of infect. Got it. Well, see what they found. We saw a whole lot of cards. Rite of Consumption, I think that's what they use, and now they're gonna cast a Death Shadow to fling at our face, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Are they just, now they're going to name Death Shadow, I assume? Target permanent. Alright, if you have 5 or less life, instead you and each permanent you control gain protection from the color of your turn to your choice until end of turn. I just think we'll go ahead and helix them now. So now they're up to 3. They have, so he says that our opponent, your best friend, said it fizzled because they had milled all their Death Shadows. So that's why we're still playing Magic right now. Looks like we drew another Lightning Helix. 7. Why can't I block? What? I'm confused. Did I click through it on accident? Okay. Well, yeah, it has protection. Everything has protection. That's what it is. Well, that's a way to pump through the damage anyway and get me dead. Alright, so they're going to fling that at me. We go to 4, but we're not dead. And I think we have enough. 1, 2, 3. We have the mana to kill them. And now they're tapped out. So I think we're going to win the race. So we could, so we have a couple ways. We could cast Koth. They don't have any mana though. So I think we're good with just burn here. And say we could cast Koth, hit for 6, put them to 9, and then untap, and with the remaining 1 we can bolt. But up to 5. This has been another edition of Keeping Modern Janky with Johnny Cycles. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my website, cyclesgaming.com, for original Magic the Gathering content. You can read about my Commander decks or my janky modern brews. My latest article is about the zombie pre-con and its effect on Commander. I give you a couple different deck lists. If you're interested in a science fiction / fantasy novel, be sure to check out my book, The Podcon. I'm publishing it serially, a couple chapters every month. Again, thanks for watching. Check me out on YouTube, Johnny Cycles. Click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.